2023, and I'm back on Chesil Beach. Same bit. Oh God. Changed locations in my head many times yesterday and today. Thinking about where to go fishing. And I'm ended up back here again. I had all sorts in my mind, from trying for a wrasse to this, that and the other. And I went to Abbotsbury tackle shop to grab some baits. My plan was to go and try down Cogden. We might go down there and try for a place. But after buying some bait and having a bit of a chat in the tackle shop, and he suggested there wasn't a huge amount at the moment in the way of flatfish coming in. And generally I do better this end of the beach. If there's no flatties around, then I don't see the point in doing the walk of death back up that big hill to Cogden car park. So I thought I'd come back and try this bit again instead. So that's where I am. Rocked up in the car park and a white van pulls over. And I thought, oh, who's this? It was only Wayne Hand, the shore hunter. He came over and said hello. What a lovely chap. I haven't met him before. Yes, we had a little natter. He said he'd been out this morning. I won't spoil his video and tell you what he had in case this comes out beforehand. But it was great to have a little chat and say hello. But he did say it had gone very quiet right when I arrived. On the left hand rod there, I've got a pulley drop down rig with 2/0 hooks baited with plain ragworm. I've boshed that out as far as I can, which isn't very far. I don't know, 70 yards maybe, something like that. On the right hand rod, I've got a 2-hook clip down, 1 up, 1 down rig. Also baited with, at the moment, with ragworm. I've got a little bit of bluey with me, bit of squid, some sand eel. I've got half a pound of ragworm, so I'm going to palm my way through that. I know you saw it and you're thinking to yourself, what the hell is that earlier when I was showing you my rig? I can't not mention this, can I? Well, I was mucking around in my shed, and what I quite like to do for wrasse fishing and what have you, I've taken apart a couple of Land Rovers in my time, and you end up with a big bucket full of old bolts and nuts and what have you, and got no end of these things in the shed. So what I like to do is get the old welder out and either get a couple of washers or a couple of nuts, whatever you got hanging around, and just weld a little ring on top by way to attach to your rig. And then you can add or subtract any random nuts that you got lying around to slide them on the shank, 1 nut on the end, and you've basically got yourself an adjustable, disposable weight. Obviously you don't have to put any nuts or anything on at all. You can just use the bolt if you want quite a light lead, just for wrassing in close. And these are great, really. I think it just, you know, everyone's got their own take on things like this. A lot of people use stones with holes in them, or spark plugs, or what have you. Or I quite like these. Ultimately, unlike lead as well, they're going to rust away. So I'm going to stick a ray bait out now. Just a couple of sand eels. This is what I do anyway. I trim the heads off just behind the eyes. Just helps to get the scent trail going. I also snip the tails off to stop the bait from spinning. About halfway down, thread it round a bit like a worm. And then the other one I thread in much closer to the head. And that way, when they're on the hook and they're sitting next to each other, push that up a bit, they sit side by side like that. This is the way I do it anyway. Then I get half a squid body, and I just nick through the thick end of the squid. I bend it round and lay it up alongside the sand eels. Just grab the lackey and bind the whole lot down. Making sure your hook point's kept nice and proud. wind it all the way up. I know everyone's different. I tend to bind mine quite tightly. I quite like to see the guts come bursting out, and it all just helps with the scent trail, I think. So I know others like to keep them bound a little more lightly, and then slide the top hook down and just nick it through the top of the bait. There we go. So it's very, very quiet, not even a touch so far, not the slightest rattle. Bait's coming back pretty much as they went out. Not much action out there at all. The sunshine's pretty much unbroken. It's absolutely glorious. When you're sat in the shelter, it's really mild, but as soon as you poke your head out and you get out into the wind, and it's not chilly, but you can certainly feel it. Nope, nothing yet. I messed the high tide time up. It's actually just before 7 o'clock tonight, not around 6 o'clock, as I thought. So it's about 3:30 at the moment. So still a few hours to high water yet. Maybe dusk will bring something. We can just keep drowning worms in the meantime. Nope, that's it. I'm signing out. Unless by some miracle something gets dragged in on this last cast, which I'm going to leave out till the very end. But if so, I'll come back to you. But otherwise, I haven't had a proper blank for a while now, so I'll do well, I suppose. Catch you on the next one, folks. Thanks if you made it this far. Thanks if you like, subscribe, and comment. See you next time. Cheers.